Previously on Black of the Berry.
Get out.
Let's talk about the things that matter.
Get out. You're fired. Get out.
Let's get in.
Stacy, bring in the next one. I can't do the show by myself, alright? I need you. But what I need you to do is stop talking to my sister, man. That's the only way we can get this done.
Oxtails is real, bro.
I don't care about oxtails, bro. Our show is fine.
If I asked you, would you get them for me, though?
I could probably do that.
It ain't worth it. Alright, yeah, let's do that.
You good?
Yeah. You know what I'm
cool,
saying?
man.
But nah.
The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. She died at the age of 76, but Miss Aretha Franklin was the indomitable Queen of Soul. She was one of the baddest women to ever do it.
Yes.
Trust me and believe. Aretha, we miss you. We love you.
Yes.
Peace and respect, my sister. May you rest in peace.
Presented by our brother Dean. We want to get into the real nits and cranny right now. To start off, we're going to give you the food while it's hot. We're going to start by saying what's going on in Pennsylvania with the Catholic Church. What are they doing? What are they doing? There's been, first of all, let's get an understanding of what's going on right now. In Pennsylvania, 1 out of 4 families are Catholic. And you know, they have been reported to have the most in investigations within that demographic.
Yep.
in the nation. So
Yes.
What? First of all, what is going on, man? What do you think? What are they touching little boys? Like,
Well, okay, so something that
these priests are all corrupt. It's like it's getting scary.
It's honestly forget scary because one, they're touching little boys and little girls.
Oh, okay.
2, and then here's the issue, right? You have over 300 priests that had over a period of 70 years have been raising hell in Pennsylvania, and now 8 other states are getting involved too. Illinois just recently came out as well 11 hours ago. We're going to speak about that their attorney general is looking into cases over there. What was happening was that these priests were targeting these young children.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But here's the most heinous thing about it was the cover up of it all. Because Pennsylvania, you on the hot seat. Here's the issue and what we know about y'all. Y'all had the nerve to then create a playbook. So you weren't trying to address these issues. You weren't trying to actually solve these problems. You weren't trying to fix these families' pain. No. What you guys wanted to do was cover the institution in full. What did that mean? So, reports of abuse, it would be reported as like misconduct. involuntary like touching or something ridiculous along those lines. And then you would send them off to some reform camp, right?
I don't believe in that.
Exactly. You saw what happened when you guys tried to do that with homosexuality. They've proven it was false. So you send them to this reform camp. Then you would let them back into either the state or other states. Matter of fact, no, you would even go back to the state. So let's say, for instance, you were in town A. They would put you maybe 15 miles away in town B.
Right.
Doing the same exact thing. This corruption goes all the way back up to the Vatican.
And that's what I was gonna say, man, because this is not the first time that priests have been molested, molesting child. Like,
Since 2002.
This goes not even.
Well, yeah. Well, since it's been out.
Since Catholicism has spread out, there have been numerous, and I think it's almost like embedded in the culture. Like, I mean, that's their protocol now, because it's like they've been molesting children for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it was over 70 years in just Pennsylvania alone. But you want to hear something even more disgusting?
Europe. I'm talking about the older times. This is like something that is almost.
Oh, it's gonna go back. It goes back.
It's in Catholicism now. This is what I'm saying.
Here's the issue. I would rather you bastards at this point in time. Like, can y'all get caught for just like prostitution? Something normal? Maybe doing drugs?
Here's
Like, you see what I'm saying? At least they will be legal. Nobody
thing.
cares that y'all are sleeping with somebody of the same sex. It's the age.
Yeah, that's
the
age.
age.
We don't care. We don't care if you're gay, but it's a minor. And here's my thing too. You're not even supposed to be you're supposed to be abstinent. So what are you doing even?
Nothing.
What are you even doing even like having sex?
They teach you that in school. Like you go to your seminary school and y'all are supposed to learn, hey, listen, y'all are for God. Y'all supposed to be on that nun life. What's up, y'all?
And it's part of and here's the thing. We're not calling out all Catholic people and
no.
And I have my personal beliefs in religion, and we're not gonna get into
that.
But you know what I'm saying? I think it's still necessary in terms of guiding and hoping for the people. So whatever,
well, hold on. You know what? I'm sorry, because you know me.
Oh.
I would be remiss if I did not mention this point. Since 2007, the Catholic Church has been fighting in a child reform laws in New York. So from 2007 to 2015, y'all have spent $2.1 million for a lobbyist, and I'm going to tell you who that lobbyist is. Would you like to know who that lobbyist is?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go tell you who the lobbyist is.
Who is it?
Timothy Cardinal Dolan has used Wilson Elsa Moswitz, Elderman and Dicker Patricia Lynch and Associates, Hank Something and Mark Banhan Communications, to lobby against the Child Victims Act. Y'all spent $2.1 million, the church, to lobby against child sex reform. You want to know why? Because y'all still committing it. And you want to know something else? You only protect the institution. You don't care nothing about no kids. You don't even care about your Bible. You don't. Yeah, I went there. You can't. And then the Pope. There's no way possible, Pope, whoever the hell you are, because that's who I'm treating you as right now, because you are nowhere to be found. Matter of fact, none of y'all have been anywhere to be found because y'all letting your priests run amok under y'all. So it's okay just to touch little kids nowadays. That's what you're telling me, because you spent $2.1 million to fight against them to reform. I'm confused.
Well, here's my thing. Here's my question.
Bruh.
Here's my question.
Bruh.
Here's my question now, though. Now you say about your questioning their legitimacy, right? Boom.
100%.
All right. So what about these investigations that they had their own former colleagues invested in? You know what I mean? Like, they're using priests to invest other priests. You know, it doesn't. How does it work?
You went to seminary school. None of y'all got a criminal justice degree, and if you do, unfortunately, y'all have proven time and time again that y'all are incapable of putting down the law when it comes to something it's so simple to do. You touch a child, you get reported and you go to jail. There's nothing else about it. It's simple and done. But the fact that you were sitting here and in just Pennsylvania alone, over 70 years, y'all did nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
And you want to sit here and speak out against, matter of fact, your legitimacy and everything is, I don't care. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, who are you, bro?
And
Matter of fact, and why would I even go to confession to talk to you? Matter of fact, you need to go to confessions. You know where that confession is to be at? You need to go to FBI, the local authorities, the cops. Listen, I have a question. Why don't they start discriminating against priests? But like, why haven't more stings been happening? What's been going on, y'all? Like, y'all haven't just been like...
That's my point. I was going to get it. Maybe because they're using this whole big umbrella of religion. You know what I'm saying? It's the kind of thing... And religion is kind of used hand in hand with the state. You know what I'm saying? And with the government. So it's like, it's hard to go after someone you're doing business with. And you use to manipulate, you know, and you use to distract the masses. Like, think about it. Religion is one of the system's tools. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that it can, you know, how they inflict people. So it's like, how do you attack that?
Well, it's simple, by doing the right thing, because in society you just don't have sex with children.
Absolutely not. That's number one.
But I have a theory.
What?
So I wonder in these backroom dealings, because here's something else too. There has been a push recently.
Yeah.
Of having pedophilia classified as like a disorder.
Orientation?
I mean, orientation, yes.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm wondering, is the Catholic Church also funneling money behind that as well? Because what happened...
I can't entertain this thought because I think this is a crime.
It is a crime.
You know what I'm saying? So
it is a crime.
It's
that's what they're trying to say.
How you can make an orientation based off a crime? That is like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like...
Listen... You
even interested in this orientation makes you a criminal.
Y'all aren't. It's not even. You know what?
Like, how do you?
You know what, priest? Y'all aren't even. It's not even like y'all are messing with like a 16-year-old, or like a 17-year-old, or like a 15-year-old, where cognitive thought, where it's like, okay, you have
still pretty bad.
Oh, it's still pretty bad. You don't have a leg to stand on, but at least like you can halfway say like, okay, they have like some kind of like conscious thought of what they are in themselves doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you know what I mean? It's still a child. It's still wrong. But you're not even doing that. You were 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds. What's going? Yo, bruh.
Here's my point. We want to make this quick. Illinois, and we talked about. My thing is like, you said about the ages, and yeah, it's free will and all that. But what about?
No. I don't agree. You should be having sex with 15, 16.
No, I don't. But I'm saying, I think it's like they use religion. Back to my other point, by religion being this big institution that they attract many kids of various ages. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like it's almost like a pool for these priests who are doing that. You have the perfect. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a serial killer going to a party. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a free buffet for them.
You know what I mean? Like it's like, you know, it's like it's menacing. That's what it is.
It's menacing. It's disgusting. It's asinine. And honestly, I would wish somebody would finally just get the balls to actually take y'all down.
Yeah.
Yep. It was said here.
Yep. But that person's gonna get a lot of flack because he's going against a big institution. You know, we've seen what happens when it's almost like a David and Goliath situation.
Probably gonna get somebody off, but y'all used to that down there at the Vatican, but we ain't gonna talk about that. All right, well, we will come back to you in the next segment.
Black and the Berry, man, we love y'all.
Appreciate y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Black and the Berry. This is Dean. That's Los. Now we were having a conversation. We want to bring it to y'all, so because you know, here's the thing. How long can a tweet? A private conversation you had between yourself and somebody else that was recorded without your knowledge.
Oh my gosh.
See what I'm saying? A Facebook post.
Damn.
How long can that be held against you in the public court of law? And then take it a step further. Is it different when you say it in a live setting? That you know when you're being recorded? Do the rules then change?
Okay, first to first answer your question, I think it depends on magnitude and definitely setting. I think for a live setting, it is kind of bad. I mean, if you're on TV, you're on TV. You know you're on TV. But I think like it's like it definitely depends on magnitude for sure. Like, all right, like Roseanne.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white!
For instance, you got her bugged out doing all types of craziness. You know what I mean? Like, she's over there tweaking out. She looked like a fiend in her interview. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But here's the issue, and
you gotta attack this question. That's
here's
very
the,
detailed
here's,
question.
all right, boom. With the Roseanne thing, let's. Cause I think it's a case by case basis, and I think the issue now is that America has gotten so soft in all regards.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss some of y'all off. One, if you're looking at Valerie Jarrett, like when you look at the picture on Wikipedia,
she does.
She does not look black. It is what it is.
She does.
She doesn't.
And
she doesn't look black.
She's got a bob. Like black women don't wear their hair like that.
The picture, which we are gonna show you. When you have a comedian such as Roseanne and she made a joke saying she looked like a monkey, I don't believe it was rooted in race at that time. I think she really saw her, was like, you look like a monkey.
She got shit out of luck, sorry. Because, I mean, she just so happened to be black.
She so happened to be black, you see what I'm saying? But I don't think that Roseanne was actually going after that. I think the issue was that Roseanne said that. She was black. She was talking about she was talking about Obama previously.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then people are already mad about that. And then she's an adamant Trump supporter. So then it was like, boom, we about to just hit her with everything. I grew up watching Roseanne. I did like Roseanne. I watched Roseanne.
I didn't watch that.
I watched Roseanne. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I did. Hey, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I didn't like how she handled it though. Especially with that one when she looked bugged out in that interview.
but that's just so funny. I thought the bitch was white.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's the issue. Yeah. It's kind of like, one, she's a comedian, so she's going jokes like jokes are gonna be jokes.
So they have a different threshold.
I think comedians have a different threshold. I really do. I really do. Like you like.
If Richard Pryor says some shit, I'm like. Yeah, you're right, Richard.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
So I
say some shit like that.
I just think that's just a case of like people getting soft. You see what I mean? Like let's just look at it objectively. Just at least from the picture that I saw. I haven't seen any of the pictures except for the Wikipedia picture. Yeah. She doesn't look black.
If she had longer hair, it might be more believable though.
Maybe, but it was, I don't know.
The bob shit, that's like,
you see what I'm saying?
Only white women really do that. So
you know what I mean? Like, just to stop that haircut a while ago. They did that in the 90s actually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Send that shit back.
After Nia Long with the Halle Berry,
it's over.
It was over for
Can't
that.
do that
They don't do that. They got the long hair.
Alright, boom. So that's one thing. Now the second one I'm bringing up.
Oh, who is it?
Right? We're actually gonna go with Hulk Hogan. Now Hogan was bugged out.
Oh, what did he do?
One, this was caught on like
Terry. What'd you do, Terry?
This was caught on like a sex tape that he had. Too.
God damn it, Terry.
Mind you, now this was recorded in 2006.
His daughter's hot.
Yeah, his daughter is. She's pretty cute. Excuse me. This was recorded in 2006.
Right.
Released in 2012.
Yeah.
Hogan was recorded saying, I quote, excuse the language, as you see we have been trying to clean it up a little bit, but excuse this. Hulk Hogan said, he was racist to a point, fucking niggers, but when it comes to nice people and shit, whatever. I mean, I'd rather, if she was gonna fuck some nigger, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall nigger worth $100 million, like a basketball player. Guess we are all a little racist. Fucking niggers. That's what Hulk Hogan said.
But here's my thing. What did he say that in relation to, though?
So it was like his daughter was like dating a black dude, or like was potentially dating a black dude, and like it was either she was dating a black dude, or the question was asked to him what he would feel if she was dating a brother. Then he went off and said that.
Yeah. Well, he definitely said that.
Now.
If I know Hogan like I know Hogan, he definitely did that shit.
Now, Hogan, he was recording secretly, had no knowledge of it.
Oh, so yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the fact that you would say that, how long? And then, mind you, he was suspended from WWE. They took him out of the Hall of Fame. Now he's back now.
Okay.
He's back now. So it's kind of like what does he just like do his time in public court and then you just like come slowly back into the fold.
Yeah,
Like nobody
they exile them a little bit, and then they reel
come
you back in.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
Like the other performers just are kind of like the black ones are kind of whatever. Like because it is hurtful, especially like you got somebody like Hulk Hogan. Like you will start to people of all colors and generations for you to just say that you wouldn't like your daughter like that does piss me off.
And here's the thing. Here's a perfect bounce off because we're talking about public court and people serving their time. And what about Donald Sterling? He served his time by losing his fucking team. You know what I'm saying?
He basically was like on the same train as Hogan.
Yeah, basically. You know what I mean? They come from almost the same, Well, I think Sterling's a little bit older than Hulk Hogan, maybe.
Yeah.
But
he is a little older.
So, but my man didn't know what was going on. He's dating, but the thing is, he's fucked up because he's dating
a sister.
Yeah, he's dating someone of the race, and it's like you wouldn't think that she would record you if you're saying offensive things about people that look like her. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
In cases like this, and I'm not.
And the thing is, you have players who are predominantly black too. So it's like I don't understand. You live in LA,
but and this is where my point comes back to. In cases like Trump, not Trump. Jesus Christ. We'll get to you in a second. Donald Sterling and Hogan. You fucked up.
Absolutely.
You need to be tried, and I don't even think your time was really done because what you said was really bugged out.
In people's court, not
in people's court. That's what I mean.
Criminal court.
But but on the real, like it's kind of like for you just to dislike
culture court.
You just disliking somebody off of that alone. It's like, bruh, come on, son. Like we said it before in episode 2. Find real reasons to hate people. Don't find something so fickle as a color or a sexual orientation or a fucking religious view. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, right? You know what I mean? Like, get your lives together. But now it comes back to, I think, our last point. Our last person.
There's a couple more people.
Well, no. I'm talking about for this one because I want to go into the live setting question too because I have somebody to bring up.
Okay. How about this? How about like another one? I just thought about it. Paul Dean. You know what I mean? You got fired from the Food Network, which is pretty much like the hardest thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, how do you do that? And it's something that it was like a recall. It was like a nostalgic thing for them because they had to dig in the past to fire you about some shit you said previously. You know what I mean? You lost your job over something that happened 20 years ago. You know what
Listen.
I mean? So it's like that's pretty messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And now,
Paula, and the thing is, you taught us, like what Kevin Hart said, you taught us how to make chicken. I trusted you.
Cedric said it too.
Yeah.
But here's the issue, but once again, it was the tone and the way she said it. It wasn't like she just was like, oh, what's up, mom, whatever like that. Like, no, you were one, it was you were harassing Lisa Jackson. No. That's what the lawsuit alleged. It was a violence, discrimination, and racism. So it wasn't like you were just dropping N-bombs in the endearing way that your people like to call it. No. You were dropping them in a completely, 1776 way.
Oh, damn.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you brought it back there, sister.
Shit.
And I want to let you know something. Your parents learned how to fry chicken from us. So, mind your manners, bitch. Mind your manners.
The butter biscuits, you wouldn't know nothing about the butter biscuits.
If fucking man didn't teach you.
But
Here's somebody else, though. Who don't want to talk about? Donald Trump.
Oh, God. We only got a couple minutes. Don't talk about Trump.
No. But being recorded by Omarosa.
Oh, here's my thing. All right, here's my thing about Omarosa, though.
Talk about it.
Was this your plan all along? Are you a secret black op widow?
Is she?
Or you just were riding the coattails and you're like, he did some shit and you're like, alright, I switched up on him. What was the turning point for her? Because we've seen Omarosa work for him. We've seen her on Apprentice. We've seen her so much under almost a Donald Sterling. Under Donald Trump's wing. So it's like
for years.
You know what I mean? So it's like is this an all calculated plan that took 10 years, 12 years to do? Or is this some like the relationship just got sour? Because it's Trump. The relationship probably was already sour. We've heard people say, it's gruesome talking to him because he's so racial and vulgar, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine that, he's probably, and he's, you see how he feels about women. So.
See how he feels about everybody.
Yeah, so.
Here's the issue with you, Omarosa.
Omarosa?
No, I'm going to call her Omarosa because that's how I feel about her. Here's my thing, Omarosa. One, it doesn't lack credibility because we know Trump said it. you had all this information prior. You should have been released it. The only reason you released it was because you were fired. So that just tells me all you're doing is clout chasing.
Oh yeah.
I'm not defending what. Listen, we knew this about Trump. You're not telling us nothing new. Unless you're telling us exactly how he allegedly colluded with Russia and where that money went and how it went everywhere, you're giving us nothing new that we didn't already know about this man.
Facts.
Do you think it's gonna change something if it comes out that he dropped the N-word? Bruh. The people in the Midwest and the Mideast, they're gonna love that. They're gonna eat that up all day. Listen, David Duke's little children, they're gonna eat that up all day. The white supremacists who support him, whose rallies he goes to, they don't care. So for you to say, like, you to release that now does nothing. You're just clout chasing, sister. You trying to come back on our side.
She's like from I Love New York or Flavor of Love New York.
Yeah, that's all you're doing, son.
But like not ratchet, like just straight
That's
clout
all
chasing.
you know what I'm saying?
Straight
It's like,
clout
come on,
chasing.
sis. Like, you should have.
Trying to be
Listen,
on Shark
if you
Tank,
wanted
all
to,
this shit.
if you really wanted to do it for the culture, you should have did it for the culture.
Yeah.
You doing it for yourself, sister. Come on, son. I can't.
But
listen, we like the information, and you still our sister, so we still, you know what I mean? We gotta look out for you. Actually, no, we don't.
No,
we don't have to look out for
she's
you.
a sellout. We don't
You know what I'm saying? But we, you know what I'm saying? Listen. We know what you did.
Here's the thing, though. We want to let me answer your question because we actually did it one way, but let me answer it another way, which is the live. What is the steps taken? It depends on apologies. If someone makes a public statement, I take it with a grain of salt because I feel like that's like their PR makes them do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like how does someone come back from that? Do you serve your time in people's court? And what happens? Like you get sanctions, and then you slowly get them back. Like
here's the thing, it depends.
How do you get back into accepting society after you do something like you know?
It depends because, for instance, Little Duval.
Okay.
Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch. Living my best life. Now listen. Here's the thing. Little Duval has said on the Breakfast Club, if he got with a transgender woman, slept with a transgender woman, she didn't tell him,
right, he
would kill her. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
The public said, "Oh, you're transphobic. Oh, you're this, you're that, you're that." He said, "No, fuck y'all." That's just what he said. He says, "No, it doesn't matter because that's how I feel. I'm not saying I dislike them or anything like that, but if you violate me in that way, that's just how I feel, and that's probably the recourse of action that's gonna happen." He didn't apologize. Guess what happened with him?
What?
He's got like the number, like one of, like, he actually at one point in time his song was like number one on the charts.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And this is right after he's like a few months after he said that.
Yeah.
Another point. Charlie Sheen.
Oh Jesus.
Charlie, you didn't say nothing. But what you did, Charlie, leaving your wake, infecting men and women with HIV.
And that's the thing too. Knowingly.
You got another show after that. You got put still back on television. You lost one show, but then got another. And then after that period of time, he was hot. Like figuratively and literally. He was hot.
He's burning.
He was making money hand over fist.
Yeah, he was.
And you violated, like literally, you changed people's lives in a negative way.
Yeah.
And nobody gives a damn.
And no one's coming after him. He's still out here.
He out here like it's good, but y'all acted Cosby over Quaaludes, and everybody was doing Quaaludes, B.
It was the 80s, man, 70s, man. They was doing that. They was popping them things.
You see what I'm saying? Something like it's just bugged out. Like it's like pick and choose whatever y'all want to. Like wait, it's like for instance, like should I be held accountable for something I said when I was 18 years old? 18 years old Dean is not 26-year-old Dean.
Yeah.
It's two different people.
Yeah. And I think you know what it is in situations like that with the tweets and stuff like that. I think it works for we see the microscope like draft days, like you know, like NFL, NBA, NFL. God forbid you do a tweet, they're gonna be on you with like this lens. You know,
it was even that White Sox player, that MLB player who just they got after him. He's a pitcher, I believe, from the White Sox. He had said some like allegedly like racial tweets, homophobic tweets, or whatever the case may be. I looked at them. The one tweet that he said the one tweet that I saw that the one they said was racial, he just said the N-word in like a regular conversation. He was like tell him to pull up or something like it was something like that, like in a way that people just saying that I listen. In today's society, yes, we need to be careful what's going on, but then we also have to let people grow.
Yeah.
You can't like there has to be a certain point. Like everybody's not gonna come out and just be completely politically correct. Like It's not gonna work. Like another thing too is we all want everybody to be so caring and so soft and everything like that, and I'm cool and I'm down with it. I believe that everybody live their life. But if we're gonna go on that live your life thing, you gotta let people. Some people not gonna like the way you live your life. They're gonna respect you for living it. They're gonna respect you living it.
That's all you
but
do.
they don't have to like it.
Yeah, that's it.
You see what I'm saying? And then it's just kind of like I don't know. It's just it's weird. It's messed up because the public doesn't even know what they like and what they don't like.
Yeah.
One minute y'all cool with something, the next minute you're not cool with something. Like figure it out. Another two, you gotta put context in some of this shit. If you know, Kenan Thompson said it the best. Because there's an interview with Kenan Thompson on the Breakfast Club, and they said, hey, there was like, I remember he did a skit with him and Nick Cannon, and they were in the grocery store as two black women, but they had like the hair, the long nails. You see what I'm saying?
Back in the day, yeah.
That was reflective of kind of what sisters was wearing back in the day, kind of sort of what they was doing. So they were able to do that because it was still realism. It wasn't no disrespect.
No, yeah, no.
If they would do the same skit and play women, they could still do it, but it has to be based within realism.
Right,
So what I'm saying is, with certain things, you have to take in the context of what happened, especially our generation, because we were the generation who grew up with all this information. When, you know, listen, MySpace.
And access to the information.
We had MySpace, we had Tag, you got Facebook, you got the Twitter, you got the Instagram. How many accounts that we all had deleted, logged, had to restart? So for somebody to be able to find a tweet or a post that I said back in 2007?
Yeah, they live forever. That's hard. You know what it is?
Come on, son. I was in high school, B.
And the thing is, that's the thing. We're living in this age, it becomes like, things will live forever. Like if I make a post or something like that, even if it's deleted, it'll live forever.
It's there.
You know
Somebody
what I
can
mean?
get it they want enough. The cloud, everything.
So,
is there.
and it can be manipulated too. You see how much people get hacked? You know what I mean? So, and they say different things.
It happened to Joyanne Reed.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I'm saying? They called her like, you know, she had an old blog back in the day. She said some things that was construed as like, you know, homophobic.
Right.
Then obviously since then she has made, like you've seen her on television,
Right.
say certain things that counteract what she said.
Right.
Back in, I think it was from like 2007.
And then you got to see the grow. That's what
I'm
You
saying.
gotta see
It's like what happens is progression and growth of an
and you,
individual.
have to be genuine with your apology and your
100%.
steps back. You know, steps.
Or at least,
goal back.
or at least just be authentic, as you see with Little Duval.
Yeah.
At least because people then respect authenticity. But that's what I mean. Nobody knows what the public. Y'all don't know what y'all want.
Yeah. But you know,
whatever.
We gotta go.
You're right.
We gotta pay some bills, man.
Yeah, you're right. We'll catch y'all in a second.
Black and Berry.
Yeah.